Hi, I'm Arch, and I'm in Zurich, Switzerland, a city where the world's super wealthy come to shop. It's like a landmark for all things rich. When I was in business, I had a bit of a fetish for the rich lists. You know, those magazines that show the 100 wealthiest people in a city or a country, or for that matter, the whole planet. Well, I used to love them. And when the latest one would come out, I'd almost be salivating when I saw it on the shelves of the shops there. And I'd take it home and put it in my bedside drawer, and while my wife was going to sleep beside me, I'd be ogling over the centerfold images of naked affluence. I just loved the soft, glossy pages and all of the stories of success and ambition and profit. It was just beautiful. One day, I was perving at a rich list when something struck me. I knew some people whose wealth was at least 3 times those on the poverty end of this particular list, and they weren't on the list. Why not? Well, I started to do some research and I found out something very interesting, and that is that the people who compile the rich lists actually have very limited ability to find out what people are truly worth. That sounds ugly, doesn't it? What people are truly worth? Anyway, some people are very good at looking wealthy, looking like they've got lots of assets when they don't. And other people just go underground and hide away from the publicity even though they are rich. I remember one year seeing a guy who was listed as having a net worth of $350 million, and yet the next year he wasn't even on the list. As we found out, he actually had $400 million worth of debts. So his riches were actually just silicon fakes, propped up very pertly by his lenders. Solomon once said, "One person pretends to be rich, yet has nothing. Another pretends to be poor, and yet has great wealth." One year I saw a guy submit evidence that he was genuinely rich enough to be on the next year's rich list. And yet sadly, before that list came out, he died. Jesus had something to say about that too, didn't he? Well, you know, I never qualified for any of the lists, but my decade-long obsession with them did teach me one thing. These glossy rich lists, they're titillating, they're entertaining, and they're addictive. They sell truckloads of magazines, but in reality, they're nothing more than pornography for capitalists.